As you might already be able to tell, today's video is going to be on a Elden Ring kind of thing. And I think this is quite a poetic one to do, because when I stopped doing Warframe content as my main thing, I found a mainstay in Souls-like games. And it's because of Souls-like games that I think I was able to successfully transition from being a one-game Andy into being a two-game Andy. So anytime I get the chance to react to a very highly edited, very well-produced Souls-like video, fucking sign me up. Kind of makes me kind of want to look at some of the like Dark Souls lore videos as well, because much like one of the last videos we did with like SCP, looking at the lore of games like this, or like the SCP Foundation, it's a whole rabbit hole.
Are my humonic entities, and welcome to another one of these videos. The rules are the same as always. Kill every—
I see. So this is going to be one of those videos where somebody's broken the game down to a point where they've literally been able to abuse mechanics enough to one-shot everything and make the rest of us peasants look like actual casuals. I wish I was good enough at these games to be able to literally breathe and complete the game. Okay, just stick to the plan. Stick to the plan.
You're doing well, Makari. I believe in you.
I'm stuck. Yes! We did it! But even after having thousands of hours in Souls-like, I still can't avoid a single attack without dying miserably. So let's see how this guy makes us look like absolute casuals, shall we?
boss in the game with a single attack. I'm going to be doing this on the current patch as well, because a lot of the really broken stuff in the original release would make this video trivial and uninteresting. And also, I want to try and avoid using Comet Azure if I can, because it would also be kind of boring. Aside from that, though,
to be fair,
goes.
Elden Ring in of itself is very easy by comparison to most other Souls games.
Excessive bug abuse. In order to get started with this challenge, we are
abusing bugs in a Souls game,
a fully upgraded weapon,
that's par for the course.
A ton of runes, and all 4 talisman slots. And we have to get all of these things without killing any of our bosses. Now this should be impossible, but this game
having
is
played
made
a randomizer
by From
myself,
Software, so I am now
I know how easy it is to get through these things.
But obviously, I can't just go get.
Wait. I'm sorry, I missed that. What did he say?
Now in Faramazula, made by From Software, should be impossible. But this game is made by From Software, so I am now in Faramazula.
I think you did a wrong
I can't just go get the Ancient Dragon Somber Smithing Stone from this area, because there is a required boss here first. So this challenge is obviously impossible. Or at least it should be.
Yes, he's doing the wrong warp and the skip jump.
And if you're expecting some kind of explanation for these bugs, then you came to the wrong video, friend.
This is how speedrunning is done in this game. So
now all we need is a quick montage of me picking up all the upgrade materials.
Woo! Go, boy, go! Look at him getting his
So now that we have
bills.
a maxed out weapon, we can freely trade our equipment with other players.
Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the world record for the quickest speedrun of this game. What he's doing right there is literally how the world record speedrun is done. And it's disgusting. Like, talk about breaking a game down and utilizing every known glitch to make something work. Like, oh, hey, what's that thing over there? Zoop! And he's over there. Zoop! Zip! Zap! Oh, don't even need to fight the boss. Dead.
And we are going to do just that, because I am going to need quite a few items to pull this off. For our next goal, though, we are going to need about 1 hexatrizillion runes to level up. And I have to make an important choice. I can sit right here and endlessly farm runes until I die in some kind of tedium singularity. Or I can just dupe them.
Don't.
Now, obviously, duping runes is immoral, and it would destroy the integrity of this run, so there's absolutely no way I would ever do that.
Disgusting!
And now that I have 99 of every type of rune, I can go ahead and level up as high as I want. Now, before we move on to our final—
Dude, if I knew that he was just gonna be doing this, I wouldn't have even bothered watching the video. Like, if you're just gonna level up to level 1 billion, of course the game's gonna be one hit for every boss. Like, I did a 0 vigor playthrough this game. I mean, duh. Oh my god.
Final goal.
I think it's
time for some new threads.
Ah, yes, of course. My favorite anime, Family Guy. beautiful. One punch! Wait, you can parry that guy? I'm sorry, you can parry that guy?
Put his foolish ambitions to rest.
Excuse me? Dude, I've played through Elden Ring like 7 times at this point in different, well, I fought the first boss like 12 times by this point just because of the different types of runs that I've done. Dude, this just made me realize how much I suck at the game even after 2,000 hours playing it. Great enemy, Sharted. Oh, now that, oh wow, we're being gifted a beautiful anime intro. You know, when I start making, you know what? I like this guy's content. He's basically doing what I want to do when I finally manage to get around to uploading content on my main channel again. A gratuitous amount of fan service, but enough of a focus on the main content to prove the point that I'm still paying attention to what I'm doing. Like, if you guys want a sentiment as to what my main YouTube channel is going to look like when I finally get around to making content again, this right here, the purest dichotomy. Degenerate nonsense, content, and an inevitable fathomless void of absolute brain rot. The 3 bastions and pillars of what my content will inevitably be. Waifu! Best wife, by the way. Anyone who says any of the other characters in the game is a better waifu than Rani, but... Oh, there's 165 bosses?
Oh god, I forgot how many bosses were in this game.
I mean, there's
I guess
more
I
now.
better get going.
And we're gonna get
Here
DLC
is the
soon.
map. Where do you wish to go?
First, a joke. What do you get when you cross an owl with a bungee cord?
Please don't make it racist. Please don't make it racist. Please don't make it racist. Oh, a dog.
My ass.
Why does that make me look like an idiot laughing to it? Oh no! The one thing that's more scary than the SCP storyline. Children! Oh god! Wait, how do you one-shot Renala? Oh, like that. Phase 2! What the fuck is that?
My dear daughter.
Hey there, guys. Here's some good life advice for you all. When
I was
things
hoping
seem
he was
going
gonna
to
say something like, "Hey guys, Maxor here with the Minecraft Let's Play."
Remember that you have 2 hands.
Oh my god, so swamp.
Lord of all that is golden.
You know, I don't think I'm ever going to want to play
It's time
Elden
to
Ring
head
again,
for Leyendell.
knowing that no matter what I do, I'm going to look like a casual by comparison to this.
All right.
Even if you did abuse
I'm at
game mechanics.
Leyendell. Let's go ring the doorbell.
Ding dong! Hello, who there? It's Death. Oh. You know, this guy really wasn't much of a challenge, I'm just gonna say. Like, my very first ever time playing this game, I one-shot this boss. In fact, to be honest, I one-shot most bosses, but that's beside the point. Also, this boss right here, best boss in the entire game. Like, this was the first boss I fought in Elden Ring that actually gave me a challenge. Ow! Fuck off! Are you kidding me? And he just rolls up and's like, sup, bitch!
So now that I've defeated Morgoth and silenced his accursed fart with reverb, I can finally take my throne.
Don't.
Shit!
Yeah, you can't get spoiled if it's not showing the fight.
Now I'm sure all of you guys out there have heard of Wreck a Fool with a Bone Ash Cannon, but have you ever heard Destroy a dope with the Royal Knight's Resolve Cannon.
That doesn't even rhyme, dude. Destroy a dope to make them mope.
I don't
Because
know
you're
why
gonna
this
make
bug
them
still
want
works
to rope.
specifically with the cannon, but
That's actually
it'll
really
probably be
depressing. I
patched
should've
by
said
the time
that.
this video comes out. If it's not, then
Hey Joshua,
Good
what's
job,
up, dude?
FromSoft.
Chat said, didn't you follow?
I got eyes on target.
Take it out.
Sniping. I have never, in any Souls game, found a bow and arrow build that felt like it was viable. And yet this guy's rocking around with a great bow that does 4,000 damage. And yet even with 99 points and all the buffs under Middle Earth, my guy is still only hitting for as much as the Gilded Greysword does, without levels. Which kind of goes to show how weak and pitiful ranged bows are in this game. I mean, I suppose the point is ranged, right? Ah yes, the only thing worth, the only enemy that's truly worth fighting, yourself.
I'm very hungry.
Yo, you too? I'm always hungry. I'm actually deeply upset there was no Gachi-gasm right there. Bonk. Hey there, little guy. You want a little bonk on the head? Don't kill me!
Okay, come on guys, stop making the kids cry. Stop it.
Mom! They're bullying me on Fortnite again!
Intelligence is stored
In the balls. Don't you know this, guys? Intelligence is always stored in the balls.
I like it a lot when the damage numbers are real big and there's 5 of them.
As a World of Warcraft player who was cripplingly addicted to trying to have biggest number, I too agree with this sentiment. Big number, good. Guys, if your number ain't bigger than my number, I'm better than you, and I get to be on top in the cuddle pile.
That's good. I like that.
Also, hi, Mom! Guys, my mum's in the stream right now. Can everyone do the diligent and nice thing and say hi, Mom, please? Hi! Also, that's not even a joke. My mum's literally in my stream watching now. Hi, Mom! Hi, Mom Kari! My mum likes my content. At least I certainly hope she does.
Alright, so it's probably about time that I try and explain the setup that I'm using for these clips. Essentially, I am procking all of the different exaltation style effects that the game has to offer, and stacking that with a couple of strong buffs. Right now, I'm showing my pre-fight setup with timers
You know, there's
on
probably
the screen
some
displaying
absolute
how long each buff
Reddit
lasts.
moderator
This
out
setup
there
varies
who
a
looks
lot
at this and
based on
goes,
what kind of
you're not
damage I'm
playing the
dealing,
game
but this
properly.
particular setup is
You're
with a
not playing it
horizontal
properly.
ion cannon.
You're ruining
And the
the
timing on this
experience.
is
How dare you not
stupidly
play the game the way
precise.
I play it?
Rogue's health bar is just dummy thick, and I couldn't find any other way to do this yet. But we'll get to that in a second, don't worry. For now, sit back and enjoy this fully armed and operational battle
Death
station.
Star. Look at this prep work. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
And as you can see, I just dealt 30,000 damage to a boss that only has 20,000 HP. Nice.
See, that's the thing, right? Like, I see this exact argument with speedrunners, is that people are going, you're not playing the game properly. Oh my god. Like, people literally get butthurt the fact that people who are speedrunning the game do not care about having a typical experience. Chances are people who are speedrunning have also probably played the game through themselves anyway. And when you get people doing this, they don't give a crap about the game needing to be played properly. So the fact people get butthurt when they see people speedrunning or doing abusive shit like this, get off your high horse and let people play the game the way they want to. You gobshite.
Next up is your boy, Sir Danks-a-Lot. This is another boss that has leveled Vigor, so one-shotting him with the double hammer slammer is unfortunately out of the question. Or is it? What if I were to tell you that I discovered a new bug in this run? A very spicy
Hoggies?
new bug.
New
As
bug?
many of you know, when you summon another player for a boss fight, the boss gets a massive
Why is he
boost in
flying?
HP. This boost is not quite double HP, but it's fairly close,
Why
which
is he
makes
flying?
summoning for a co-op one-shot
How's he-
effectively pointless. But something I discovered while testing stuff for this run was that that boost of HP that bosses get does not apply until the boss fight starts. which means that if you were to torrent fly to an out-of-bounds area above the boss room
Excuse
and
me.
summon a player up there, you could jump down into the boss room without activating the boss fight, and the boss's HP would not be boosted.
Oh, I know what they're gonna do. Talk. So, what we have just seen is what I like to call the casting couch bonanza. When you think you're done getting one hole wrecked, another dude shows up to ruin your other one at the same time. This is not just being double pounded, this is being quad pounded. But does this really classify as one hit? Because technically it's coming from two sources. I don't know, seems a little bit suspect. Also, hi, lot.
Now this bug only works for a tiny handful of bosses because most boss rooms have a ceiling, but I think it's pretty neat. And of course, after I found this bug, I went back to Moog with a friend, and
I mean, it's still really
we did it right this
fascinating, but
time.
I don't think this counts as one-shotting, if you ask me. And I think this might come to a point where it's even a bit too abusive, right? Like, surely you still want to be able to fight the dude and have it... Because if the boss had just stood there and having its AI glitched out more than I glitch out when somebody asks me what 2 + 2 is, I mean, there must come a point, right? Right? Surely. Like, when do we say enough? Stop killing yourself, idiot.
Serve zero purpose.
Oh, that's just sad.
Next up is Fire Giant, who I believe has the largest HP pool in
Okay,
the
this guy
entire
cannot be
game
one
at
shot,
around
surely.
40,000. Unfortunately, this is the first boss in the run that I just have to admit defeat on. It takes 2 shots to kill him with the cheese cannon, because the cutscene interrupts you from continuing.
Yeah,
to
I was
attack,
gonna say.
which, if it didn't, you could probably pull this off, but oof.
Oh dear. You know what? That just means you haven't practiced enough, dude. You gotta get back on your grind game and start farming. Okay. Hands up. Who else almost gave up playing this game when you first got to these two? Like, this was the first point where I was like, this isn't hard, this is just stupid. Like, no shot, I almost gave up playing this game on my first run through when I got to these two, until somebody told me that you could sleep them, at which point I totally abused that mechanic. Also, I never summon people when I play through these kind of games. I'd rather either get good myself, or not do it. Like, I feel like summoning friends just proves you're a pussy.
Alrighty, now it is time to discuss
Or casual.
some more weird bugs.
sociable.
I'm pretty sure will be patched by the time this video comes out. And this time it is Carrion Retaliation and its weird interaction with certain buffs. If you activate a damage buff on yourself and then cast Carrion Retaliation, it sometimes causes it to do 0 damage.
But-
And I mean like literally 0. It's kind of weird. This actually makes setups a lot harder because you have to time things out in a really weird way. But it does still work, so yeah, thanks, Miyazaki.
What? Did my guy just divide by 0?
Death. I will not have it stolen from me.
What the When are we gonna admit enough is enough, guys? When are we gonna admit that this isn't just one hitting, this is just called abuse? Holy shit! I hate this. Like, I get it, but I hate it. I hate this almost as much as somebody who tries giving me cauliflower. Hey, look, a furry.
So,
What?
did I win?
Good job, buddy. You glitched him out.
Hello? Is anyone there? Oh, okay. Alright then. Thank you.
Dude, he overkilled him so hard, even his second phase couldn't be bothered anymore. Mog the Omen, more like Mog the Casual.
To stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. It's a sad state of affairs. I commend you.
Oops. all-knowing.
What do you mean, oops? You just walked up to the guy and friggin' ghost rided him. I will see your sins. Also, Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage, very underrated movie.
Okay, so this fight in particular was especially difficult because the exact frame after his health bar goes under 50%, he switches to phase 2. This means that I have to make sure that I hit with all of my damage on the exact same frame. It took a while to find a way to make this work, but I found that doing a perfect pivot using a parry as a buffer causes all of the swords from carrying retaliation to fire at the exact same time, which does the trick.
God, this is literally speedrunning nonsense where you're trying to get frame perfect execution on things. I would never have the patience for that.
Enough.
Daddy, I'm sorry, Daddy, I'm sorry, Daddy, 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 sorry, Daddy. Muscles, ah! Must not simp, must not simp, must not simp, must not simp. I'm gonna simp, I'm totally simping. Ah!
Brave, tarnished.
I'm gonna come.
My strength.
Yo, you too?
Same crown.
And with that, we are now at the final boss. I could end this video right here, but
You know, I was always feeling very self-conscious when I didn't feel like I was putting enough on my timeline when I edit videos. Because I've seen how Maxor edits his, and Maxor's timeline looks like a fucking heart aneurysm, like a heart attack in motion, like it's going kind of thing. But now seeing this and realizing that most people's timeline actually looks relatively simple, I don't feel so self-conscious anymore. Maybe I need to stop kicking myself in the ass about wanting to make my videos seem overcomplicated. Maybe if I just put effort in and make a story that's decent, it might actually not make me feel... Anyway.
man, look at that number. That wouldn't be satisfying. That wouldn't be satisfying at all. So let's do this right. Every single boss in the entire game. Let's go. So far, I've been using relatively efficient setups for this run. But now that we're doing optional bosses, it's time to see what the dumbest possible way to one-shot a boss is.
I want to see Malenia.
How about a glintstone pebble?
Hey, don't knock the
Or what if
glintstone
I
pebble.
just scream to the boss?
That thing carried me on my
Until it
second run
died.
through.
Or possibly try finger, but
Yell at someone until they die.
Or maybe all we need is a single throwing knife. Yeah, that one's pretty absurd. But let me know in the comments which clip in this video
that's
you
disgusting.
think is the most ridiculous. Also, remember to rate this video.
You know this
5
has the same
stars.
energy of... This has the same energy of a frag compilation. Like Team Fortress 2 or Halo.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Now this is what I call
Frag of the
pro
week.
gamer move.
Oh, don't do him like that. That's just mean. Speaking of TF2. I called it!
Okay, yeah, that was kind of mean. I'm
Wait
sorry.
a minute. Did I just get called out? I think this guy just called out my entire content semantic. Guys, loud equals funny, right? That's why people find me funny? I'm not actually funny, it's because I'm loud!
Okay,
Jeez,
yeah,
talk about
that was
getting
kind of
called
mean.
out.
I'm sorry. I promise there probably won't be any more jump scares in this video.
Hey, Plum.
Witness the might of my power! My body!
This next clip is my application
I want a
to
Metal
join
Gear
FaZe
Revengeance
Clan.
theme in here. No. No, that's some bullshit.
And
Talk
no,
about a
this is
skill
not an
shot.
edit. You can actually just
That's why I
do
listened
that,
to on 10%.
apparently.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Here's the cover!
So I found another really goofy bug.
Maybe I should like try and lower
Apparently,
my voice a
buffing
little
your
bit. Maybe I shouldn't
right-hand
be so
weapon
abrasively
with
loud
Royal
all the
Knight's
time.
Resolve causes explosive physic to do double base damage. And if you combine that with the standard
some
hyper mode
nonsense.
buff setup, you get some pretty interesting results.
Someone might
It's
say
not
this is
quite as strong as the other things I've
self-deprecant,
been using in this video,
and that maybe you
but
need
it
to
does
seek a
homing
medical
damage, which
a
is
doctor
very
for
effective
self-harm, but
against certain bosses.
you know what, if it works, it works.
So yeah, that's a really odd bug, and I do wonder if they're going to patch that by the time this video comes out. I'm sorry, Patches, but you know the rules, and so do I.
It was bound to happen.
Patches just saw all of his sins flash before his eyes.
And now, it is time for Horn.
Oh, fuck off! Dude, Patches just had 5 games worth of sins flash before his eyes. I do appreciate the fact that Patches is like this one dude from every single game. Oh my god!
Alright, so in the interest
Imagine
of brevity,
being a monstrous
let's fast
creature
forward a
that's
bit
slayed
here with
thousands
a
of humans and you die
montage
to a
of boss
bubble.
kills, set
I am
to
mighty.
some
I'm a very
appropriate
large boss.
music
Is that a bubble?
considering the gratuitous amount of cannon I have used in this video so far.
Oh please, give us the montage. Give it, okay. I am bracing myself for an absolute bop of cannons. Da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da. You know what? If he was gonna do this really well, I was kind of hoping he would have done the Can song. Na da 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 da. That would have been way better to have a tempo of killing bosses too. I mean, at least this is class.
Gotta speed up!
Gotta get beat to it, shit. Bomb. Bomb. Damn, Daniel. You gotta give him credit, he's very persistent. You know what, I want to see if I can find that video that I was mentioning a second ago, because there is a video that kind of has that same energy. Let me see if I can find it, one sec. Da 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 da. Very disappointed.
That was incredible!
Oh, this was still
Oh,
acceptable.
and before we move on, here's like 9 or so more boss kills that I just couldn't fit into that montage. This game just has too many fucking bosses.
I think I need to make a montage to this song. Only instead of the cannons firing, it's me slamming my desk in frustration. Like that XQC meme with the similar kind of mantra. Da fuck 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 fuck!
Bosses, man.
Again, loud equals funny.
Hey man, if From is allowed to reuse the same boss 10 times, then I'm allowed to use the same joke 10 times. It's only fair.
Hi, Hexturn.
Miss.
I'm a number.
Guys, does him missing still count as a one-shot? I mean, it hit him once, right? And he died in one hit. But do we count that as a one-shot? I don't know. A miss is still a miss, right?
So for this particular boss, I was about 1,000 damage short of getting a one-shot on him, so I had to pull out one of the most obscure items in the game to get it done. This horn's special ability is that it lowers defense by about 15% for nearby enemies. It takes forever to cast, and the duration is terrible. This is the first boss I tried it on, and the last boss I tried it on. It did the job here, but that really was only because the boss does an edgy RP walk at you.
Look at this
instead of
nonsense.
attack.
Look at this setup. I wouldn't have the patience
Good
to
job,
even
my guy.
bother. Yes, sea shanty! Da, 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 da. Asmongold has made this song completely nonsensical to me. Da, 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 da. Also, RuneScape. Really pulling out all the bands for this one. This one lizard
And
fucked me
here we
over
have
so
the
much my
first
first
version of
playthrough.
Aztel. This fight was a massive pain in the ass, because the distance from the boss door to the boss is so long that all my buffs will wear off by the time I get to him. So in order to do this, I have to perfectly fat roll through all of his attacks, cast
Yikes.
buffs on myself while
Imagine
moving,
fat
and
rolling.
then just hope he does an attack
Guys,
that leaves him
fast
open
rolling
for
is
the
superior.
2 or 3 seconds I have before the buffs start to wear off.
Oh no!
Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna say this one. I've never beat this dragon. He
Alright,
always
so I updated the
disappears.
drivers on my sorcery catalyst, and it can now cast RGB sorceries. Now my spells are imbued with the power of Mountain Dew and Doritos.
And 1,000 nerds cry. You know, at this point I've basically given up trying to make myself comparable to this. At this point I'm just reconciled to the fact that I suck at most video games. Because when people like this exist that can literally do this kind of nonsense, why do you try? Yeah, ultra kill, baby!
More like bitch dragon Fortisax.
That's another game
Alright,
we need to get back
boys,
and play at some
let's
point.
send these simps to horny jail.
Horny jail! Wait, is Makari here? Uh-oh, Makari's here! Run! Dude, this is basically spawn camping. Yeah, this is literally spawn camping. Poor champions. F's in the chat, they didn't even
Here's
stand
another
a chance.
interesting clip I can talk about. This boss has a little bit too much HP to one-shot with just the hammers. But I had an interesting idea. If I drink an exploding physic and time my attack just right, I can have the explosion go off at the exact same time as I hit with the hammers. The question is, though, does this count?
Yes!
Personally, I feel like this is in the spirit of the challenge.
Yes,
but
if
does
it's
kind of bend
like it's the same
rules.
concept as the two hammers, right? Like if you count the two, because the two hammers are two separate sources of damage, surely. So long as the damage is being done in the same instance of damage, then that's all that matters, right? Right? Or am I off base with this? I don't know.
Let me know in the comments what you guys think.
Time to take a piss.
Yeah, that's some piss ASMR, baby.
Trust no one.
I'm
Not
here
even
to
yourself.
produce piss. Wait, what the fuck happened? What? Uh-oh.
And here we have another boss with a lot of HP.
If Placidus gets one shot, I'm done. This boss had my... Out of all the bosses in all of Elden Ring, this one had the most amount of attempts from me on my first playthrough. My first ever run through of Elden Ring, this guy took me easily about 100 attempts. He was fun, absolutely, but oh my god, one of the hardest bosses in the game, without doubt.
and high defense, so once again, it's time for
Not Kamehameha. I thought Kamehameha would have been more prevalent, but okay. And he one-shots him because of course he does.
Alright guys, the RGB meme is dead. I'm sorry, but I don't feel like masking anymore, so I'm sorry, Mike.
Yo, you too, my dude? Hey, I don't want to mask anymore either. Haha, mental illness.
Next up, we have Rykard, who has 60,000 HP.
But if you use the weapon that's designed to kill him, it does extra damage. So the question is he going to use the spear, like the MacGuffin weapon that every Souls... Like, there's always one boss in almost every Souls-like game that has a MacGuffin weapon you're supposed to use to beat them. Like in Dark Souls 3 with Giant Yorm or whatever his name is. And you're supposed to use the Thunder Spear or whatever, the Stormbringer. Stormbringer. I want to point out that I beat Yorm the Giant without the Thunder Sword, the Stormbringer sword, because I'm that much of a badass.
Are you fucking kidding me? Bruh.
Oh, what the fuck? You kidding me? My PP has never felt so small in my life. If I had one.
Morty. I turned myself into a pickle. I'm Pickle Riker.
No! That meme was old when it came out! How dare you use a Pickle Rick meme in my modern year?
Hey, so yeah, this is, maybe possible? I got really, really close, but I genuinely don't know. I think if you topped off your mana fully and got really lucky with his attack patterns, it might be doable. But it's hard to say, and I just don't know.
So, technically, no. Ah yes, back to the old adage of bonk away. Why would you do that to the snail? Would the snail ever do to you, Buster? Poor snail. I guess it's a slug now. Can we just ask ourselves, what are we gaining from this, by the way?
Alrighty, boyos, it's now time for the boss.
No one's
that
ever
you've
going to play the
all
game
been
this way.
waiting for.
It's just funny to see that this is possible. Here we
2022.
go! Malenia, my waifu.
I am Malenia, Blade of Mikola,
Blade of sample text.
and I have never known defeat.
Undefeated, you say? That's pretty cool. What about Radon?
This was until Let Me Solo Her came along. Or Let Me Solo Them, sorry. At first there was Let Me Solo Them, and now there's One Punch Man. Poor Malenia. Ah yes, what it's like to watch One Zen Prayer stream. I have never known defeat!
Your strength, extraordinary.
Alright, so a lot of stuff
Yep,
just
guys
happened
are
there
cringe.
in a very
Hold up.
short amount of time, and I imagine that most of you are a little confused. So I'm going to go ahead and rewind real quick and explain exactly how this one-shot works.
Yes, please explain
To start off, we go ahead and cast our
your
Buggy
massive
spell,
PP to
because
us.
most buffs only work if they are cast after Retaliation is active. You may also
Oh,
notice
no,
that
he's
she
talking
dashes
about
forward a
mechanics.
bit when I
I'm
use the
about to
Wraith
tune
Spell,
right
and
out.
this is intended
Y'all
as
mind if I
want her to start
dissociate for a
walking
second?
towards me so that she'll be in range by the time I'm ready. I
Yeah,
then face
I'm about
away
to
from
dissociate.
Malenia for
Catch you
two
guys later,
reasons.
bye.
The first is to prevent the spell from triggering prematurely, and the second is because when I drop poison pots to poison myself, if I'm facing towards the boss, she'll react to them as if they are projectiles, which we do not want at that point. While I'm buffing up, you may have also noticed that Malenia just sort of stands around and waits for you. This is because Malenia is kind of dumb. And this isn't just a random thing that happens, she will pretty much always act like this if you don't approach her. The last buff I cast in this setup is Howl of Shabriri, and after that I immediately use a large glintstone scrap. As soon as the animation lock ends, I run forward a specific distance and perform a perfect pivot using a parry as a buffer. This causes multiple things to all happen at the same time. The first thing is that my character turns nearly 180 degrees in a single frame, causing all 3 retaliation blades to fire off at almost the same moment. In this clip, one of the blades was a little bit delayed because I goofed up the input, but it didn't actually mess up the strategy and everything worked fine. Now the last thing to point out in this sequence is that because I move forward into that glintstone scrap, my parry hits one of the floating bolts and re-triggers Carrion Retaliation, while the first one is still midair. A few frames later, my first retaliation hits Malenia and she immediately goes into phase 2. And would you look at that, the second retaliation carries over through the cutscene. After a second or so, the retaliation triggers again and hits her for a massive 16,000 damage. And this is where things get really weird, because Malenia only has 14,000 HP in this phase. She should be dead, but she isn't. This is because Malenia is the first boss in the entire Souls series that literally cheats. I'm not memeing here, my dudes. No matter how much damage I deal to Malenia, she will not die until she finishes her opening attack. And if you need any further proof, then watch this. Here is a clip of me hitting her with a follow-up attack in the air. I deal 16,000 damage with retaliation, and then another 1,000 damage from my laser eyes. But she doesn't die. I caught this bitch cheating in motherfucking 4K. Now luckily the solution to beating her cheats is pretty simple. I put on 2 pieces of the Briar set, and I just roll into her as she hits the ground.
Humiliation.
What? Are you kidding me? What is this nonsense? My dude put so much effort. Like if the rest of the world put as much effort into curing global pandemics that this guy put into figuring out how to cheese Malenia, the world would be a so better place. And the fact that she dies to the Briarthorn tick is just, oh my god. My brain is just completely over. Wow.
That's right, guys. I killed Malenia by rolling into her with spiky armor. And so with that wrapped up, we now only have one more boss to
I'm about
face.
to have a conniption.
Let's do this.
Epic music. Wait a minute. Wait. Uh-oh, guys, it's the tutorial boss. He's gonna get his ass beat. Doesn't this guy have like 100 health or something? Or just some absurdly low amount of health because he's the tutorial boss? Guys, it's over. It's over. This run is done. There's no way he can kill the Soldier of Godric in one hit, no matter what tricks he pulls out. Whoa, this guy's cracked.
You guys knew that joke was coming. This time for real.
Oh,
hey, you. Fine.
off! Fucking double. Well, that's it. I'm unsubscribing. That's it. No, I'm sorry. No. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Fuck you.
Okay, I swear, no more memes. This time we're doing it. Let's go.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Oh no.
Alright, so Radagon was absolutely no problem, but Elden Beast is an issue. There's a delay between the 2 fights that is just long enough for my buffs to fall off, but
so
not
reapply
long
them?
enough to reapply them all.
Oh.
And to make it even more annoying, this boss is just kind of the worst thing ever. So instead of working harder, let's work smarter and use the speedrun strategy for this fight.
This is what I was talking about earlier. This is what I was talking about. This is the exact... I've seen this. I've seen the world record for this, and this is exactly what the guy does. He doesn't even fight the guy. All he does is abuse a mechanic that causes the last boss to spawn when you kill the guy that's outside here. Either way, watch. Yup. Yup. Don't ask me how or why it works. I do not understand the mechanics. I do not understand why. But by utilizing some abusive internal game mechanics, dying to this guy with the right setup causes the final boss to spawn underneath the arena and fall to its death. So technically, yes. The final boss did get one shot. Technically.
I won!
Yep, by zipping out of bounds in a specific way, the boss just falls to his death.
Yeah,
and
there you go.
win. Easy game, not even hard, adequate amounts of water. I rate square root of -3 out of 5. And I guess that it's now time for the wrap up. 160.
So, how many brain cells did we all lose
bosses.
watching this, guys?
One shot. Fire Giant
Right, little
and
folks, I will
Rykard
never
are
understand how
dummy thick,
speedrunners find
and I
half of
only
this
had
shit.
to use the laser 3 times. Overall, I did way better than I expected. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, then consider pushing.
No! However, I will resubscribe to you because you're a badass. Oh my god. Okay. I think I kind of want to start watching some more, like, Souls-like content again on the React stuff that we do. I think I kind of want to watch the lore and backstory to the Souls-likes. If you guys would like that, then please let me know, because I think those would be very interesting to see. I've never actually watched them myself, but people keep telling me that there's, like, the full story of the Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 narratives is a very interesting watch. So, yeah. Guys, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you drop by the Twitch channel, say hi, and be part of our community. We'd love to have you with us. Souls-like are a deep-seated enjoyment of mine, so you guys need to come join us. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye!